Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria if you're new here, and in today's yoga practice we will work on cultivating compassion. So this class is about recognizing moments that arise where you judge your experience, whether that be the experience of movement or maybe the thoughts, and we'll try to, instead of creating that judgment, instead find some compassion so we can take the opposite approach and try to integrate all of the aspects of our experience into a more loving space. So all that you need is yourself and some place to move. Whenever you're ready, let's get into it. We'll start seated, so find your way either to Sukhasana or on your knees, and then allow your hands to rest to your thighs. Softly close your eyes. Just take a moment in stillness here. Imagine it's like a layer of your skin is softening. So everything's dropping from your day so far, or anything that needs to happen later on. Let go of that for now. Just arrive and find presence in your physical body. Start to scan, beginning from your toes, moving up your legs, into your pelvis and your hips. And then feel the core of your belly, the base of your spine, the area of the solar plexus and the middle back, ribs, shoulder blades, heart, down the shoulders and the arms to the palms of hands and all 10 fingers. And then send your awareness up your chest into the neck and the throat, through the jaw, the mask of your face, your eyes, even your scalp and the roots of your hair. Just see how embodied you can feel in your space as you arrive. And then right away, check for any resistance. Check for any part of you that wants to fix or change or wishes something was different than it is in the moment. And then see if you can approach these areas of resistance from some compassion. And for me, the cultivation of compassion, it comes from the inside out. So try to see what this feels like for you in your physical body. If you imagine approaching it from this space of no judgment, but more curiosity and really more love, acceptance, accepting all parts of the experience. And start to consciously deepen your breath, sending it all the way to the core of your pelvis and the base of your spine. And then let the inhale rise up the spine, up the torso, through the heart space to the surface of the collarbones. When you exhale, let your body receive more gravity so things can get heavier and drop and relax. And just keep breathing, deepening the breath, gradually fading in Ujjayi Pranayama. Now invite your body and your breath to have a conversation in which the breath can be directed to any spaces of tension or holding. We'll just stay here for 2 more rounds. In through the nose and out through the nose. Last one, breathing in and out. Blink your eyes open. Find your way up to hands and knees, tabletop. Spread your fingers, spread your palms, and just begin to rock forward and back, sending some weight into your finger pads, and then back into the heels of your hands. Feel your core begin to connect. Hug your belly button to your spine to neutralize, and then begin to press into your palms so you create a little puffing up of the back of the heart. Dig down into your toenails. And now find steadiness in tabletop. Hug your palms toward one another and hug your knees toward one another. This little squeezing internally, almost like you're hugging into the midline, the core of your body, the central column of your spine. Now, warming up the spine, take a breath in, soften your low belly. Lift the tip of your tailbone to the sky. Stretch your sit bones away from one another. Then imagine your palms are being dragged back as your heart and your knees are pulling forward, coming into a cow tilt. Eyes can gradually rise in the same direction as your heart is lifting. Take a deep breath in through your full core. As you breathe out, press down, round your spine, hollowing the belly like it's being suctioned up to the sky. Pull in through your ribs and allow your head to fall heavy so your chin comes toward your chest into a cat pose. Now take a breath here. Deep inhale into the back body. Exhale, spread more breath between your shoulder blades, between all your vertebrae. Now moving with breath. Inhale, come into cow, arch your back. Tailbone rises, heart forward, eyes up. Breathe out, press down, round your spine, hollow the core. Inhale. Keep moving, riding the waves of your breath. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Neutralize your spine. Bring your knees together to touch. On your next inhalation, stretch your right toes long and back behind you, hovering them away from the earth, about in line with your pelvis. Deep breath in here. As you breathe out, carry your right leg all the way around to the side of your mat, and then slowly, gradually, and intentionally take your foot forward, land your right foot outside of your pinky finger, and then step forward, lunging into the right knee. Come up onto your fingertips. Back toes can stay untucked here, and then send some breaths through the front of the left hip into the psoas hip flexor area. Draw your shoulder blades a little toward one another and create a baby arc of your heart to the top of the mat. Breathing in. Now, as you breathe out, lean your hips back in space. Peel your right toes up and away from the earth. Try to lengthen your spine as you come forward into a wide half splits. Breathe in. Ripple the crown of your head forward as your tailbone reaches back. Breathing out, plant your left palm down under your face, stacking shoulder over wrist. Claw through your fingertips. On your next inhalation, turn your torso open toward the right side of the mat. Right fingertips reach to the sky, and left ribs start to revolve toward the right ones. Hug your belly button in and back, and draw your outer right hip in toward the midline of your body. Just breathing one more inhalation here. And then as you exhale, bring your right palm down, come forward into the lunge in your right knee again, and now lift your back knee. Breathe in here. Breathing out, pivot to Skandasana. Turn your right toes to the top left corner of the mat. Left toes flip up to the sky and then sink deeply into a low side lunge. Fingertips can stay rooted for support or palms to prayer heart center if you feel ready. Breathe to elongate your spine. Press into your left heel and drag it a little towards your right one. Big inhalation. And then as you exhale, fingertips come down, press into your left foot, and we'll rise into a wide-legged forward fold. Turn your toes in slightly, and then drape your torso down over your thighs. Allow your head to be heavy. You can rock side to side, take some organic movement through the spine. Imagine that it is liquid, so it glides easily left and right. On your next inhalation, find a halfway lift, iron the spine out, crown of head forward, tailbone back. As you breathe out, pivot your heels to face inward, toes to face out, and sink your knees deeply, tracking the knees over your middle toes. Breathe in, rise to standing in goddess pose. Hips are melting. And begin to cactus your elbows. Imagine you're pulling something heavy down from the sky. Squeeze your biceps. Take a breath in. Now breathe out. Right elbow comes down onto the top of your right thigh. Left arm stretches up to the sky and then arc up and over. Side body stretch. Option, lift your left heel here if that feels okay. Press into the ball of your foot. Take one more inhalation. And then as you exhale, rise back through center. Stay deeply bent in your legs. Feel the fires building here. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow down to the top of your thigh. Lift your right heel maybe, and then come into the side body stretch on the second side. Keep drawing your shoulder down your back, but then really stretch through the right fingertips. Big inhale. Good. Exhale, land your right heel down. Inhale, press through your feet, rise all the way up to standing. As you exhale, turn your left toes to point slightly in. Keep your right foot as it is, and then widen your arms. Take an inhale. Lean forward, right fingertips to the top of the mat, left hip reaching back. Exhale, Trikonasana. Right fingertips can come down to the mat, or maybe bring your hand to your shin or your ankle. Now feel first length from your legs, from the lines of your legs, drawing up through your pelvis, through your spine, through the top of your skull and beyond. Then from that lengthened spine space, begin to pivot your right ribs toward your left ones. And then try to immerse your body in compassion here, just breathing that intention through the shape. One more inhale. If you like, stretch your right arm all the way forward over your ear. And then as you exhale, pivot to face the top of the mat. Lift your back heel, place your palms down, press down, and find downward facing dog. Right foot glides to the back of your mat. Now here, really indulge in all the sensations of opening in the back body, in the spine, in the legs. Imagine the earth beneath you is like deep soil that you can sink your hands and your feet into. And then let the earth, the connection to the earth, be nourishing. On your next inhalation, lift your heels, round your spine, and come forward into a high plank. Energetically press the ground away from you. Now, at the top of your plank, grow longer. Send your heels back and the crown of your head forward. Keep drawing in through your core. As you exhale, bend your elbows. Come down halfway into Chaturanga. We're going to hold here for 3. Keep breathing. For 2, you got this. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs. For 1, inhale. Exhale, press all the way back up to a high plank. Breathe in here. And then breathe out. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. In and out through your nose, building heat. Next inhalation, lift your heels, wash forward like a wave crashing onto the beach, coming into high plank. As you exhale, bend your elbows, come down halfway, Chaturanga, holding for 3. Elbows hug in tight for 2. Good, for 1, breathe in. Breathe out, press down, come back into high plank. Inhale here, and then let the exhale wave you back into a downward facing dog. 3 breaths. We're gonna go one more time, just like that. Notice if there's resistance to the holding in Chaturanga, and see what you can do to move through that resistance rather than resisting it, if that makes sense. So approach it from compassion. Breathe in, heels rise, rounding forward, high plank. Breathing out, come down halfway. Be present with what you feel. 3, 2, breathe. 1, deep inhale. Big exhale, press the ground away from you, back up into high plank, and then let this wave you into a downward facing dog. Nice job. Breathe in, lift your heels. Breathe out and land your knees to the mat, hips distance apart. Come to standing on your shins. Inhale, rise your fingertips up to the sky. As you exhale, circle right arm down and around. See if you can connect hand to heel. Lean your pelvis forward, lift your pelvic floor and your low belly, and arc your heart to the sky, left fingertips back. Deep breath into the front body. Breathing out, arms ripple all the way around and forward. Then catch your left heel with your left hand, right arm to the sky, arc back into like a little half camel. Shoulder blades are hugging, pelvic floor is lifted, inner thighs are magnetized. Breathe in. Breathing out, glide through center, and then right hand to right heel, lifting through the front body. Press your pelvis forward, energize your sit bones down toward the backs of your knees. Breathe in, breathe out, come through center. Inhale, left hand to your heel, right arm to the sky, lean back. Exhale through center. One more each side with your breath. Deep inhale. Just let this feel really good, like you're getting cozy with all of the sensations of opening. Exhale through center. Inhale, lifting up and then back. Exhale through center. Good. Come to a seat on your heels just for a moment. And lean your head toward the right ear toward right shoulder. Hold on to the left side of your head, and then left fingertips stretch off to the mat beside you. Take some deep breaths through the side of your neck, opening the lines there. Soften your face and stay connected to everything you can feel. Now bow your chin to your chest. Create a gentle press on the back of your head. Open the back of the neck, maybe even upper back and the space of the shoulder blades. Now left ear toward left shoulder. Gentle press onto the right side of your head as right fingertips stretch off the mat beside you. Come back through center. Neutralize your head, neutralize your spine. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky, look to your thumbs. As you exhale, take a dive down and forward and then land your palms to the earth. Inhale, round your spine, come onto your hands and your knees. And exhale, just neutralize. Now, play with some cat-cows, this time adding organic movement to it. So cat-cows are sort of the blueprint, but then you can explore hip circles or rib cage circles or neck circles. Maybe turn your palms to face different directions. Whatever you want to do, just for a couple more breaths here. And then begin to neutralize your spine back to hands and knees. On your next inhalation, left leg kicks long and back behind you. And then as you breathe out, carry your left leg out to the side, claw through your fingertips, flex your left toes, and begin to glide your leg forward to the top of the mat. Firm your thigh. See how softly, gently you can step left foot down outside of your pinky finger and then sink forward into a lunge. Stay on palms or come to fingertips. Drive your right toenails down behind you. Pull them a little forward as your left heel drags back. Isometric activation. And then breathe into the right hip flexor, maybe feeling sensation into the left inner thigh or outer hip as well. Heart reaches forward. Deep inhale. Breathing out, peel your left toes away from the earth, glide your hips back in space, and come into this wide half splits. The left leg draws straight-ish. It doesn't need to be fully straight, but try to really energetically and brightly flex the left toes. Plug your right palm down. Take an inhalation, start to turn your torso open to the left side of the mat. So now, right ribs drawing toward the left ones, wrapping in through your core. Eyes follow the fingertips. Breathing down the outer line of your left leg. One more inhale here. And then exhale, left palm lands to the top of the mat as you bend into your knee. Pick up your back knee. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, Skandasana. Pivot to face the long edge of your mat, bending deeply into the left side. Right toes flex to the sky. And then palms can meet in prayer at heart center or just keep your fingertips down. Couple breaths here. Imagine the tailbone like an anchor and the heart and the head like balloons. So you're being drawn in two different directions, equal opposite actions. Inhale. And as you exhale, fingertips down, turn your feet to parallel, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. You can bend your knees if you like, or maybe bend one knee and then the other. Just let everything get heavy here. Couple of breaths. Shake your head no. And then nod your head yes. Next, inhale. Fingertips down. Stretch the crown of your head and your heart forward, halfway lift. As you exhale, pivot on your feet to turn your heels in, toes out. Bend your knees deeply. Breathe in. Rise up to standing in goddess. Breathe out. Knees track over your middle toes. Elbows come down to a cactus shape. Now, on your inhalation, land your left elbow to your left thigh. Right heel can rise as right arm stretches up and then arcing over. Feel a little drawing in through your left side body. Press your tailbone down and a little bit forward. Breathe in here. Breathe out, rise up through center. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Right arm down to the thigh. Left heel rises and then side body stretch, creating space between the ribs. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to center, neutralize your spine. Breathe in, still with the knees bent, and then breathe out, press through your feet. Draw the legs straight. Feel that flush of energy down your legs. Now pivot on your right heel to turn your toes in. Widen your arms. Breathe in, lean forward, bump your outer right hip back. Breathing out, Trikonasana. Left fingertips down, right fingertips to the sky. Press your feet into the earth. See how long and extended and bright and open you can feel in this shape. Let your breath animate your body like you're made of clay and the breath brings you to life. Inhale. Stay as you exhale. Right arm can come forward over your ear. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Both palms land to frame the left foot. Pick up your back heel, press down, rounding your spine, glide back into downward facing dog. Take some breaths. And see how much you can feel, once again, all the aspects of what you're experiencing here. Areas of warmth and coolness. Spaces of openness and others that are possibly a little less open, but without judging, just noticing. Inhale, lift your heels, round forward, find a high plank. Breathing out, lower halfway chaturanga. This time, untuck your toes. Inhale, press to upward facing dog. Toenails root, shoulder blades hug, heart forward, eyes up. As you breathe out, bring both knees down to the mat, hug in through your core. Then stick your butt back, arching the spine as you come into an active child's pose, so hips toward the heels. Inhale, round your spine, coming forward to hands and knees. And as you exhale, once again, hips back toward the heels, active child's pose, but this time transitioning into standing on the shins. So fingertips glide back, rise all the way up, arms overhead to the sky. Big inhalation. As you exhale, palms come down and around to the base of your spine, pressing the heels of your hands to your sacrum. So this can be with fingertips pointing up or down. We'll just take one round of camel. We'll keep it sweet and simple, not too much cueing into the alignment today. Just really let the intention be elongating your front body as you're arching up and back. Always going for length. If there's ever like crunchiness in your low back, come out, elongate, and then see if you can lean back a little more. Press your toenails down, hug your inner thighs toward one another, lift your pelvic floor. Start pressing your heels of your hands to your sacrum, and then begin leaning back. Imagine your shoulder blades are like a shelf that support your heart as it continues to rise. And then lean back, maybe reaching for your heels if it's available or if you'd like to play with that today. Activate your glutes, but activate them in a direction that's downward rather than like a clenching. You can open your throat by dropping your head back. One more breath here. Begin to rise back up. Coming out just as you came in, head rises last. And then just simply sit your heels back sit your sit bones to your heels. And take a pause here, sitting on the knees. Feel your breath. Feel your heart beating. Now, begin to consider as you stay seated here how you can move through a situation that you're currently navigating in your life with a little more compassion, a little more curiosity, love, and in doing so, probably eliminating some judgments around the situation or the experience. Just ask the question to both your mind and your body and see if any sensations arise. And then we'll just take a few more easy, natural breaths all together here. Imagine you could infuse your body with compassion, however that feels for you. Maybe it's like a warm, tingly, or cozy sensation. Maybe it's like being hugged, or like when you see somebody that you really love. Maybe it even has a color to it. Imagine you're like painting your awareness through your body with this color of what compassion looks like for you. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling up. Big sigh out of your mouth, clear the heart space. You can stay here, maybe in a seat, or you can come down onto your back for a Shavasana, but I will leave you here for today's practice. I really hope you enjoyed this little class and that this movement felt good and creative and like something a little bit different. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can do that down below. You can also join as a monthly donation member. It's just $5 a month, and this really helps to support me and my channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a great rest of your day or your night, and I will see you very soon in another class. Bye.